Also, I noticed the birth of Jesus story relation with Jesus being under Ammon, as explained by Parnabab. Was he only making the story connections for us as Jesus didn't exist? Oh, that's a great question. You know what it is? Like, people in a religious mindset have been programmed to think like there's only one. Like, you're Christian, so the Bible and the stories in the Bible is the only thing that is true and that matters. We're not saying, and I want to make this clear because sometimes we explain, because someone's saying because Jesus didn't exist. The question is, there were many, many Jesuses that existed. And just because you have a Jesus doesn't mean it's the same Jesus that we're talking about. You follow me? So in the Western world, in the Christianity, they talk about Jesus. And we've already debunked that. The word J, Jesus, there's no J's or V's in Hebrew, and they say he was a Jew. There's no J's. So the Romans and the Greeks have their Jesus. When we talk about Jesus, you have to know that word J didn't exist. So we're talking about Yeshua, who, when you translate the word, is savior, right? So you can have many saviors. You can have many messiahs. The word messiah means anointed. But what happens, as I said, each religion tries to claim everything for them and says, everyone follow us and follow me, or you're going to be damned to go to hell and suffer and all of this. By the same God they claim or allow, that the being they claim to be all loving and kind and knows everything. So when we're talking about Ammon, and I don't know if you meant Ammon, but you said Ammon. Ammon is the ancient and mystical order of Melchizedek, which, as you said, Jesus in the Bible, the biblical character in the Bible, was a prince after the order of Melchizedek, you see? And Melchizedek was referred to as the king of Salem, or the word Salem is the same word as Salam, the king of peace, yeah? A king is greater than a prince. And that ties back to the beginning for those who were here at the beginning when I was explaining about Melchizedek. And that ties into ancient Egypt, because we're talking about who we're calling on and talking about is the being known as Harar or Har Akatwi. Yeah? This is why language is important, because when you break down the tones of vibration and the frequencies, you start to know that you're talking about a being known as Amun, as in, if you hear the word Tut Ankh Amun, where people talk about Tut, they say Tutankhamun, but it's Tut Ankh Amun, and this being is a reincarnation, and there were many beings, such as today we got Ptah, or the being known as Yanun, that is here is reincarnated or incarnated. It's a divine coming here in physical form as an illa mutajasid, or an avatar, and he's here with the power to bring about this new sun cycle that takes place every 25 or 24,000 years, where the new cycle begins and all truth will be known and all false things will perish. It's a coming in of this new consciousness. So just think like this all the time. There are many Jesuses. There are many people referred to as the saviors. There were many people referred to as the messiahs. Your Messiah is not our Messiah, right? Our Messiah is the black Messiah that is here right now. And he's anointed. That's what the word Messiah means, to come and do a job, and he's doing it. And those who are able to sup with him and sit amongst him and study and learn, like all those characters in the Bible, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Joseph, they all went to Egypt to sit under and be taught amongst the elders that had this knowledge at that time in that particular cycle, and they are able to help and teach and civilize the entire world. This is what's happening now with the renewal of our story. So yeah, I hope that helps you. So yeah, different Jesuses existed for some people. Some of their Jesuses are just characters on paper that didn't exist. Some of them are taken from real stories of the real people that existed, and we know those real people. That it's just different names and titles got distorted over time to now where it's so watered down, and people are using it to control other people and giving them false hopes and promises of someone coming to save them when that's just a story.